Mind your own beeswax. Hey, counting up. Lean back.
Welcome back to Mind Your Own Beeswax, the podcast where together we are working on our mindset and living our best lives. My name is Grace, and thank you so much for pushing play on today's episode. I have just hit 1,000 downloads. Can you bloody believe it? A big, big thank you to everybody who has listened, to everybody who has shared. I'm truly grateful for your support, and every single download I look at and I imagine sending you so much love, so much gratitude. People all over the world. I have heaps of listeners in the UK, America, Europe, Asia, not just Australia. So thank you all so, so much. Today's episode is an absolute banger, and we are talking about the Lion's Gate portal. Now, whether you found this episode today specifically searching for info on the Lion's Gate portal, or if you're a regular listener and maybe you don't know what it is, strap yourself in because this is the most powerful time of the year. So if you've got a goal, if you've got a manifestation, if you just want to change your whole damn life, this is the time of year to make it happen. The Lionsgate portal opens from the 29th of July and it closes on the 12th of August. However, the absolute pinnacle of this time is the 8th of August, so the 8th of the 8th. Now, whether you're into astrology, spirituality, or numerology, maybe you've heard of the Lionsgate, maybe you haven't. The Lion's Gate represents the time of year when the Earth, the Sun, which is in the sign of Leo, and the star Sirius all align. Many people believe that the window of the Lion's Gate portal is the most powerful time to manifest and up-level your life. And this is not just due to the astrology, but also thanks to numerology. So it's not just the planets, it's the numbers too that are pointing us in the right direction. So this is because of the peak of Lionsgate. So this is August the 8th, 8th of the 8th. Now 2026 is an even luckier year because 2 plus 6 is 8. So if you're not familiar with numerology, a double number such as 26, you always plus it together so that you have a single number. So we're looking at 888, which if you know about an angel number, 3 of the same number is very lucky. But we're not just talking angel numbers. In the world of numerology, 8 represents power, wealth, and success. In Chinese culture, the number 8 represents wealth, prosperity, and good luck. I love Chinese culture. They are very big on numbers. They love when a baby is born on a good number, or people like to get married on something like the 8th of the 8th. And something I learned recently is any dual number, so like the 1st of the 1st, 2nd of the 2nd, 3rd of the 3rd, a lot of businesses in China will have a sale that day because they believe it's good luck, and people will literally hold off making a purchase until that day of the month. So that's how serious they take their numbers. In tarot, number 8 symbolizes strength, inner fortitude, courage, and compassion. So all these things combined, there is a lot of themes around the number 8. It is powerful, it is lucky, it is strong. And then this is coupled with Leo season. So if you're born late July, early August, you are a Leo. And that is where the sun currently sits. So Leo season is all about bold energy. It's about being creative, being confident. It's all about self-expression, passion, and stepping into the spotlight and taking hold of your power. So the number 8 and Leo season are all about power, success, and good luck. The Lionsgate portal is not only an incredible astrological and numerological event, God, that's a mouthful, astrological, numerological, you know what I mean. It's not only those things, but it is actually a historical event. So, back in ancient Egyptian mythology, the Lionsgate portal is said to represent the rising of Sirius. So, that's the time of the year that is brightest in the sky. Now, way, way back in ancient Egypt, they did not have iPhones, they did not have calendars, they did not have clocks. So, they relied on the planet and the moon to tell them the time of year. The ancient Egyptians knew that when Sirius was the most bright in the sky, it represented the time of the year when the Nile River would flood. And this is actually when they celebrated their new year because they felt like the Sirius star was warning them. And they actually referred to this time of the year as the most spiritually heightened time of the year. And the Egyptians believed that that is when the veil between the physical world and the spiritual realm thinned, allowing for divine communication and guidance. I love the ancient Egyptians. They were so woo woo. Some of the stuff they believed in. God, I hope they were talking to the aliens and the aliens were helping them build the pyramids. I'm so here for that. And you know what? I actually reckon in a past life, I think I was around in ancient Egypt, but that is a story for another day. So, it's not just the planets and numerology, it's history ingrained in the Lionsgate portal. So why not give it a go and see what you can manifest this Lionsgate? So, what are we going to do about it? Grace, how am I going to manifest this? Well, we're going to do it in 3 steps. So, first up, you need to reflect on what you are hiding or dimming. You need to get clear on what you want, and then you need to put it out to the universe. Leo season is all about being in the spotlight. So, we need to reflect and see, what are you hiding from the spotlight? So, I want you to ask yourself the following questions. Why are you dimming your own light? Where are you choosing comfort over growth? What are you pretending doesn't matter, even though it does? What are you waiting for permission on instead of taking action? What would you do if you weren't worried about being judged? Lionsgate is all about acknowledging these things. What are you holding back? What are you hiding? What are you too scared to show or tell the world? And what it comes down to is choosing courage over comfort. I encourage you to really ponder on those questions, and I'm actually going to add them in the show notes. So if you want to think about them further or journal on them, jump down into my show notes now and I will list them there. Once you worked through those questions, you then are ready to call in what you want. So get clear on it. Think about what it is you want to manifest during this time. Write it down on a piece of paper. Type it in a note on your phone. Speak it out loud. Visualize it happening. But the key here is you need to write it or speak it as if it's already yours. We don't want to say, I want this, I'm getting this, I'm manifesting this. You want to say, I have this, I am this, I do this. Speak as if it is already yours. Because when we are in the energy of wanting, I want to lose 10 kilos, I want to meet a new partner, I want a new job, you are just in the energy of wanting, and wanting something is the energy of lacking because you don't have it. And you're never going to bridge that energetic channel between having and wanting. So you've got to be in the energy of, I have this. I am in a happy relationship. I have a new job. I have my dream body. Embody it, say it, speak it. Take it a step further, and we're going to practice gratitude for it. So practice having gratitude in the energy of it's already yours. I am so grateful I have this new job because I love it. It fulfills me. I earn heaps of money. I am so grateful I met a new partner. I am so happy. I feel so loved. Really talk about it in present tense that it is already yours. Feel the gratitude and build on that gratitude as to why you are grateful. And just do this as much as you can. Talk about it, write it down, think it in your head, visualize it, whatever way you like to practice gratitude. Lean into it. Tacking on gratitude to your manifestations is so powerful because when you say, I have a new job, I am so grateful for my new job because it earns me lots of money and I feel so fulfilled. By tacking on those emotions to your gratitude and to your manifestation, it gives you the feelings. Like, you cannot tell me that you're going to write that down and say that without feeling it in your body. And that is when you start to supercharge. When you can feel those feelings, it helps you into the next step, which is behaving as if it is already yours. So, if you're manifesting a new job, start acting like you have a new job. If you are currently in your old job and you're sitting around with your thumb up your bum all day doing fuck all, that is not the energy of someone with a new job. So, what would a person who has a new job do? They would show up early, they would work hard, they would ask questions, they would be positive, they would have a go. Be in that energy. Likewise, if you're trying to manifest meeting a new partner, what does a person with a new partner do? They are out going on date nights. They're out at the movies or at a restaurant or spending time with their partner. They're not sitting at home alone drinking a whole bottle of wine on the couch. Well, maybe that is what you're doing. But look at where you're at, and is your behavior the behavior of someone who has that? And if it's not, change it. Take yourself to the places that you would go. Do the things that you would do. Act as if that manifestation is already yours. And this also helps by taking action because, if you want to meet a new partner and you're just sitting around at home, you're probably not going to meet a partner. So go out to where you want to go with that partner. And I'm going to guarantee chances of meeting a new partner in that place are a lot higher than chances of you sitting at home. And finally, you've got to let it go. Do not force it. Do not sit on this manifestation and wait for it to happen. Trust that you have done the work now and let it go. Have faith in the universe. Have confidence that it is going to happen for you. And my quote that I've been saying to myself this week is the more I release, the more I receive. You've got to let it go to let it in. And I feel like this is the hardest step for me because I love visualizing, I love journaling, I love gratitude. Those things come easily to me, but trusting in the universe, trusting that it is going to happen, I think it's hard. And you've got to sometimes stop thinking about the how. If you have something that you want to manifest, maybe you've got ideas in your head of how it's going to happen. Unfortunately, you've got to let it go. You do not need to worry about the how. That is the universe's job. You've got to trust that the universe is going to deliver it to you, and you don't need to know the how. You've just got to do the work and be ready to accept the success at the end. So release it to receive it, let it go to let it in. I want to tell you about what I have been doing this Lionsgate. So on Sunday night, the 26th, I realized that the Lionsgate was coming. So that opened up on the 29th, which was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, like Tuesday, Wednesday, I think. And I lay in bed that night and I thought to myself, I am going to lock the fuck in. Lionsgate for me, I decided I was going to get my podcast to 1,000 downloads. Now, full transparency, I was not on track. I wanted to hit 1,000 downloads by the 31st of July, and my current performance was not very high. And in all honesty, I really realized I had been dimming myself. I was not posting a lot on my Instagram. I was kind of hiding behind TikTok. I wasn't being open and honest and telling every single person, I've got a podcast, listen to my podcast. I felt like I was still hiding from the spotlight. And that's what Lionsgate is about, figuring out what you're hiding and pushing through it. A pivotal point for me also last week was that I read this quote and it says, the fear of missing out on your dreams should outweigh your fear of judgment. And that was also a part of it for me. I realized I was probably dimming my light solely out of fear of judgment. So I decided I don't give a fuck anymore. And I just went for it. I meditated, I visualized, I felt the feeling of having 1,000 downloads in my body. I imagined how it felt. I imagined how excited I would be, and I let my body feel those feelings. I practiced gratitude and I wrote down in my diary on the date of the 31st of July, I have 1,000 downloads. And I even pre-filmed the reels that I posted on Instagram and TikTok celebrating 1,000 downloads before I had even got there. And I set a reminder on my phone because I love phone reminders that said I have over 1,000 downloads. So I did all this stuff with the intention that I already had 1,000 downloads. So I put it out there. I stopped dimming my light and I started sharing, and I led with the message, I am trying to get to 1,000 downloads. I told the universe, I told people, and God bless everyone, they jumped on board and supported me. A part of the process of just letting it go was I stopped watching my downloads. I am hooked on checking my app and refreshing it, seeing how many downloads I have by the hour. I stopped. And then it just flowed. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, insane downloads. I have never, ever, ever had so many. And as the days went on, Monday to Tuesday, Tuesday to Wednesday, they got better and better. Like every single day was nearly doubling in downloads. And it came to Thursday morning and I thought, okay, I'm just going to have a look to start off the day. And I'd bloody done it. I had over 1,000 downloads by 8 a.m. on the Thursday. And I'd set myself the intention of it manifesting by the 31st. And at this point was the 30th. So thank you, universe. I honestly put this down to the power of the Lionsgate portal because I was just delusional with the fact that I knew this was going to happen. I did the work. I spoke it into existence. I was so thankful for how it would feel. And it bloody happened. I'm so proud and I am so grateful. And this is just like instilled in my brain the power of this time of year. It's the Leo energy that is strong, that is powerful, that is confidence. It is the luck of the 888. It's luck, it's power, it's all meshing together. So this is your sign. What do you want to manifest? Go after it. Get clear on what you're hiding. Act as if it's already yours and put it out to the universe and know with confidence that it is coming your way. And if you don't have a specific goal in mind, I'm a big believer that you can manifest a feeling. You can manifest throughout the Lionsgate feeling happy, feeling calm, feeling peaceful. If you don't have a goal that you're going after right now, but perhaps your life feels busy, your life might feel stressful, your goal or manifestation can just be to change your energy and to feel something. That is totally okay. Absolutely set that intention and absolutely make it happen. I would love to hear, what are you manifesting? What are you thinking about doing for this Lionsgate portal? This episode is dropping on Tuesday the 4th, so you have until Saturday the 8th of the 8th when it hits its peak, but it continues until August 12th. So absolutely use this time and tap into the power of the Lionsgate. And if you're listening to this after the Lionsgate, or you feel like you weren't ready during Lionsgate, you can still apply this manifestation process any time of the year. I absolutely recommend it. It's an incredible method to get clear on what you're hiding, speak it into existence, and leave it to the universe to work out the how and be ready to receive. It is incredibly powerful. No one is going to come in and do the shit for you. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to make your dreams happen. It is on you. So take charge of your life, manifest your dreams, believe they are going to happen, and they absolutely will, my friend. If you have any incredible manifestations this Lionsgate, please send me a DM on Instagram or TikTok. I would love to hear. If you're not already following me on TikTok, you can find me at Mind Your Own Beeswax Pod or Instagram at Mind Your Own Beeswax Podcast. My name is Grace. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm truly grateful that you chose to push play on this episode. And if you've made it this far, even better. I hope this episode finds you at a time that you need it the most. And as always, love you. Bye.
Mind your own beeswax.